Recording. All right. So hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Tuesday night before Memorial Day weekend. We chose to speak to you guys tonight and share with you a little bit about what is coaching so that you all can learn more about our team, what we do as coaches, and just kind of the various aspects that coaching has really just, I want to say, improved, added, just all, I can think of so many different adjectives, but it's really just changed our lives. And we know that a lot of people are wondering, maybe this is something that I could do, but how can it fit into my busy life? Or, some people are making this into a career. How do you do that? What does that look like? How do you even earn money as a coach? Like, what do you guys do? Aren't you selling stuff? I don't sell stuff. You've got all these things in your head that you're kind of wondering about. And so tonight we hope to just kind of shine some light on that and just answer questions and make sure that you walk away tonight and feeling inspired and motivated, knowing there's another opportunity in your life for you to find purpose and passion and a way to serve others that can look differently for everyone. There's all kinds of different success stories within our team. Our team is the Fit Fighter Nation, and within the team, the Fit Fighter Nation, we've got all these other amazing nations of teams that feed into our team. We are all Team Beachbody coaches. And we represent and work with this company, but we're all independent business owners. And as independent business owners, we get to decide what our businesses look like, what the job of CEO looks like for us. And it's so different for every single person. My name is Erin Young, and I am the founder of the Fit Fighter Nation, which really just means that I started this team, which kind of blows me away. And I started in a classroom working on my journey, pushing play on a program for my results, having no intention in the world to meet the people that I've met, to help the people that I've met, to change the lives of the people along the way in the path and the journey. It's really crazy. I've been a coach for 5 years. And when I started as a coach, I signed up as a coach because the 25% off discount was the most attractive thing to me, because I was a skeptic that there was something that actually worked, and I thought everything was really expensive, and my husband was totally like, what is this thing you're spending our money on? Is this another DVD program that's going to sit in the basement and collect dust? And what's the shake thing? Like, it was all like a bunch of skepticism and like questions and like, what? But the thing of it is I just felt like this was something different. And the thing of it was too, is that I said yes to my coach, who was a high school friend of mine, and I totally trusted her. And I knew that this had to be something that was legit, or she wouldn't be doing it. And I knew that she wasn't selling me on products because she was wanting to help me on my journey. And I was a mom. I had 2 children under the age of 2, and I was working full time, and my husband was coaching a high school varsity sport. And I felt like I was just like giving so much to everyone else around me. And I totally lost sight of me, but this was just like something just for me. And so I signed up immediately on my personal journey as a coach so I could get a discount on the products, never intending to really get results because I didn't believe it was possible. Honestly, I had tried to lose the same 10 pounds for 10 years. But something magical happened when I started really just engaging and becoming a part of the community that my coach had created within our challenge group, within our support group. And I met other people that were like me, other moms, other busy moms. And then I met coaches, and I saw that they were all from all walks of life and of all different levels of success on their personal journey. And some were just having fun with the business, and some were creating like careers out of the business. And some people were making 6 figures, and some people were walking across stages and getting recognized. And some people were like retiring from jobs, and people were retiring their husbands. And I'm like, what is this? So slowly I discovered the business opportunity, and it's history from there, right? 5 years in between, right? But for me, what happened for me is that I had really good results, and not like life-shattering results, but like I just got results. I had a start to the journey, and I actually believed in the products, and I fell in love with the community of support. And I learned that Team Beachbody was this really awesome company with this huge heart of gold, that all they cared about was helping people get results and change their lives. And I said, why not? Why don't I just help one other person? I felt the need to pay it forward to one person. And that's how I started my journey as a coach, the desire to change the life of one person. And I started inviting teachers into my classroom, in my high school English classroom, pushing desks to the side. And I said, hey, come work out with me. It's really fun, and it's way more fun when we do it together. And that's how I met other coaches on this team today. And that's why other coaches are here. Because me inviting one person to join me on the journey then encouraged that person to invite other people on the journey to join them, and the ripple effect started. And that's why this team is here today, because I started pushing play on a program first, working on me, because that's literally the most important thing, is working on your journey. That is what we always tell our coaches. And then when the time is right, and when you feel it's time for you, and some people want to do this right out of the gates, and some people, they're like, yeah, I need to work on me first. Like when you are ready, you pay it forward. And that's what we do as coaches. We work on our journey first, and then we decide what's next from there. And we set goals for our own personal journey and for this business that we have. And it can be small, and it can be grand. And all we do is we work towards achieving those goals. And those goals are driven by changing the lives of others. Because our success in this business as coaches is a direct result of the number of lives we impact. And so my income is based on the number of lives I impact, but it's also based on the number of families that I'm changing. Because what happens, and our CEO said this, I think on the National Wake Up Call, which is like our company-wide, like awesome, like weekly call that we have with the company. And our CEO said that, how did he say it? He said, health is where, or home is where the health is, or health starts in the home, something like that. I never get quotes right. But basically he has this mission that we're not only changing lives, but we're changing families, we're changing homes. And it's starting with one person. It's starting with me. It's starting with you. It's starting with Courtney. It's starting with Jenny. And we get to impact the life of a mom or a dad or a sister or a brother. And then they get to share that experience and this inspiration and positivity with their families. And slowly over time, we get to bring health into the homes of families across the US, Canada, and now the UK. Like Beachbody's expanding now in the fall to the United Kingdom. And it's the most amazing time to join in an organization when they're just in the beginning of a growth. There's 200 million people in the United States who are overweight and obese. There's more in Canada. There's more in the United Kingdom. And our mission is to help end the trend of obesity. And that's what coaches do. One life at a time, on your schedule, in your way, on your time, from a phone, from a laptop, from whatever. It's what we do as coaches. And so, the logistics of coaching, when you say yes to being a coach, like I wanted to know, I called it the red tape at the time. That was the skeptical, like I'm such a natural, like literally a natural pessimist. But being part of Team Beachbody has made me this like really positive person. I don't always shine rainbows and sunshines everywhere I go. I have to like teach myself to do that. But I was a pessimist in the beginning, big time, very big cynic. Like, what's the red tape, Erin? Like, seriously, you're going to get me on something, right? Well, coaches save 25% on all of their products, Shakeology, performance products, programs, apparel, equipment, accessories, you name it. Anything you purchase in the Team Beachbody store, a coach gets 25% off. They also make a 25% commission on everything as well. They also make like bonuses based on how their team is performing volume wise. I don't want to get into too many like terminologies, but when you impact the lives of more people, you are going to make a greater income. But at the same point in that, a coach is also, there's no like inventory that we coaches have to have. There's no returns that we have to worry about. We have our own business centers that are all online, and we have our own line of coach relations. That's a line of customer service just for coaches that we have access to 24/7. We pay a $15.95 a month business service fee. And even with our discount and the service fee, a coach is always saving $200 a year on their Shakeology above and beyond a customer at that base level of being a customer. So if you are on your journey, your personal journey for the long term, and you're going to be using Beachbody products, you're going to be drinking your Shakeology and maybe using Energize. Hello, like, come on, you guys, we got to be using Energize. It's like the secret sauce to every day for me for a workout. We're always going to be saving money. But then on top of that, we have an opportunity to earn an income. And there's so many ways to earn an income. But bottom line, every coach starts out making an income from commissions on paying it forward and sharing this opportunity with other people. And so those were things that I kind of wanted to know in the beginning, because I just felt like there was red tape, but there's no red tape. You're not locked into anything. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to have inventory. Literally when a new coach gets started, they usually get started with the challenge pack, which is like the most amazing package where you can get an entire program, or you can get a year of Beachbody On Demand All Access. You can get your Shakeology. You can get all of that packaged together and coaching, and you're set up. Like, that's it. You're getting what you're going to use, and then you're a coach. So really, a customer and coach can get started the same way. A coach just checks a different box when they're checking out. There's no more fees. There's no more, there's nothing more you're paying for. So I want you guys to realize that. There's no risky startup or no $2,000 buy-in, or there's nothing crazy like that. I want you to be honest about that. You're investing in the products that you're going to use. You're going to get every Beachbody program on demand digitally, and you're going to have access to every program in our library, and you're going to get Shift Shop when it comes out in July. You're going to have UV2, which is a brand new program. You're going to have Core to Force, which is a brand new program that has shredded everybody's abs, you're going to have everything you can try and use and be able to have, just at your fingertips, and it's so amazing. So those are kind of the logistics of what that looks like, of getting started as a coach, and just kind of what coaching is. On our team, we say we're life changers. That's our job. That's kind of our symbol for ourselves. We're life changers. And on our team, we've had so many people that have had immense success in so many different ways. And Erica tonight, I really wanted her to share how her coaching journey has really allowed her to overcome the biggest trials of her life. And I don't know all the details that she was going to share, and I don't think it's my place to do that. But on a personal level, I feel that Beachbody, from me looking from the outside looking in, has saved one of my best friends from falling into a deep hole. And she's gone through so many hardships in her life that having her coaching team and the people in front of her who she was showing up for, who said yes to her, and the income that she was making from Beachbody helped her be a single mom very successfully in a really hard time for her. I've seen this business help families go on trips that they never knew were possible. Jenny's going to share some of her financial success a little bit later tonight, but I've also seen being a coach bring the most amazing transformational success to someone's own personal journey. When I think of our girl Alicia, who's on her way to her vacation, in 11 months time has lost a complete body off of her body. This girl's wearing a bikini when she's never worn one before in her life. She's walking on the beach with confidence with her family on her vacation. And it's not just because of Beachbody programs, it's because she said yes to coaching. Because what happened is when you become a coach, you're almost saying yes to the highest form of accountability for your own personal journey. Because for me and for Alicia, I know, even for Gina, I see Gina on here saying Gina's freaking rocking her journey. When we are helping other people, when people say yes to us as a coach, then we're not just showing up for us every day or just for our coach. We're showing up for other people. And we want to lead by example, and we want to show people what's possible. And we push through the hardest days because we have people looking to us for inspiration. And so I see so many transformations inside and out because of coaching, whether it's getting through the hardest time in your life, whether it's financial success and being able to support a family on one income and pay a mortgage, and I mean, it's amazing. Or whether it's that like external, transformations. Gosh, an external transformation changes so much on the inside, but seeing what is possible because people are saying yes to coaching and the many different ways it's transformed lives is truly mind-blowing. And so I think it's a really good segue for Jenny to jump in next. And because Jenny's had some awesome financial success in this business. And I think she's going to share some of that with you tonight. So hopefully I didn't ramble too much, you guys, and that made some sense to you. And if you guys have any questions, write them down so you don't forget, and we can get to those questions a little bit later tonight, okay? All right, Jenny, go for it, girlfriend.
Hi, you guys. I'm Jenny, and this is fun because this month is my 3-year anniversary as a coach. Yay! Just to kind of just where I came from, I watched Erin for 2 years. She asked me for 2 years to join her, and I didn't. And when I did, I went all in. And it only took me 21 days to realize, well, she asked me, do you want to be a coach? And I looked at her like, me, a coach? Like, I've never been a coach. And I thought you had to be an expert. I'd been watching Erin for 2 years. I thought you had to be in the best shape of your life. To Erin, she looked amazing. I wanted her arms. She taught fitness classes. She knew what she was doing. I had been doing this for 21 days. And I just want everybody here to know that you don't have to be an expert. You don't need to know everything about nutrition. What's so sweet about this is your friends and your family are going to relate to you no matter where you're at in this journey. Whether you just started this journey, it's a great way to ask people to join the journey with you. Or if you've been doing this for 2 years, sharing the knowledge, everything that you've learned over the last 2 years to help them on their journey. So I was skeptical and hesitant because I didn't feel like I knew enough, but that wasn't the case. So I became a coach within 30 days of being a customer. So don't let that hold you back. And I think it's really important to know that people are going to relate to you. You don't have to have this huge weight loss story or this huge transformation or have been doing this for a year. People are going to relate to where you're at right now. So I kind of feel like my story is a little different than a lot of people on our team because I have been a stay-at-home mom since my oldest was born. Tomorrow he turns 20. So I've been a stay-at-home mom for 20 years, and that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be a mom. But given that, there was only one income. And so when things came up, or I wanted to get my nails done or go shopping, I know you guys can relate. Just being moms, like we feel like the money's got to be spent on the kids, or there's always, even with you can go to our health and fitness journey. We always put everybody first before we take care of ourselves. And so for me, investing in myself and investing in Shakeology was really hard. But because I invested in myself, by God, I was going to make it work. I was going to prove it to myself and prove it to my husband that I was spending his money wisely and that I was going to rock this. And that's exactly what I did. So it started off just I wanted my Shakeology covered. So I wanted the 25% off, but I wanted to help enough people so that I could get my Shake-O covered. And that happened in the first month. Actually, my first customer was my mom. The first person I got to help was my mom, which still blows me away. She's still on this journey with me 3 years later. So it started off with a discount. It started off getting my Shake-O. Well, then I knew how amazing I felt, and it was time to get my husband on board. And so then it was helping him and getting his Shakeology costs covered. And the thing is you just keep on sharing and you keep on asking people to join you on your journey. And there's this awesome ripple effect. And I never, ever saw this coming. I never saw the business coming. If Erin had said, you're going to teach fitness classes and you're going to help lead calls and we're going to do this like little mini summit and you're going to give a presentation, I would have been like, whoa, I don't think so. but I've grown into all of this. I mean, I think that's one thing that scared me when I looked at Erin, and maybe some of you here as guests, you may look at Christina and think, well, she's got it all together. Like, that intimidates me. We have all grown into this. This has been 3 years of growth for me. I would never have dreamt as a stay-at-home soccer mom that I'd be on this team call. So I just really feel like you have to lead with an open heart, because you never know where this could take you. And I've shared this before, that I really feel like this business saved me before I needed to be saved. My youngest 3 years ago was in preschool. And like I said, all I knew was a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to take care of people. I wanted to take care of my kids. And he was getting ready to go to kindergarten. And I know most parents would probably be like, hell yeah, I got the house to myself. They're all gone. But not me. I mean, I felt an empty heart already. So I started working this business and sharing and waking up every single morning and got to help other people. And so it helped fill that void. And my husband travels. And so you add that on to him being gone and my kids all in school. He was a little worried about me. And he also has said since then that was probably a really cool thing that this all kind of happened when it did, because I think I could have gone down into that hole like Erin was talking about with Erica. So I never got that to that point, because I had a great thing to work on and to help people. So that has just rippled, asking people to join the journey, inviting them to come along. And I'll tell you what, raising kids, you guys all know this, is expensive. And I am so thankful that I've been able to tell my kids yes. My son has done the Greek life at college. And for those of you that did the Greek life, you know that you nickel and dimed your parents, and you asked for a $20 shirt today, and then next week you needed a $15 shirt, and then you ran out of money and you needed money to eat. And then there was these dances and you go out of town. Thank goodness that I have this extra income from Beachbody, because I'm able to provide those experiences for him. My daughter is a high school cheerleader, and I think that's the most expensive sport in the whole history of high school athletics, because you have to have like 20 cheer bows, and it is very pricey. And she also dances. And I'm just so thankful that I'm able to provide these experiences for my kids, because I don't want to tell them no. I want them to be able to experience this. And I honestly, this extra income, besides getting my nails pretty and maybe going shopping once in a while, it has provided the opportunity for my kids. And as a mom, that's what I want. I want to provide that for my kids. So I don't feel any guilt. It's my money. I can do what I want. And what's really fun is the last 2 years I've, we talk about opportunity. Beachbody has so many opportunities. I shared on my Facebook page today about the opportunity that Beachbody brings you, not only the income, changing other people's lives, the friendships that you gain. Like I've gained friends that I didn't know I needed, or best friends I never knew I would have in my life. But I have now been able to reverse the role. My husband used to be able to earn trips through his company and take me on trips. And now the roles are reversed, and I am earning trips through Beachbody, and I'm able to take him on all expense paid trips. Okay, where's the disclaimer? You got to work hard. They don't just give it to you. You got to work your ass off. You got to, but you get great incentives for helping others. I mean, you're helping others live a healthy, more healthy, fulfilling life. So the fact that I can take him on these trips just blows me away too. I just feel like I'm finally giving back to my family a little bit in a monetary aspect. I always felt like I gave to my family. I don't stay-at-home moms it's a hard job. But it's just, it takes the pressure off to have this extra income for sure. And I think that's about it. Just, it came at the right time, and have an open heart, because I never saw this falling into my lap. And I mean, I'll just kind of be very vulnerable and share. At first it was making that $30, to help pay for my Shaco. And, last week it was a $500 check. I mean, what $500. What can you do with a $500 check in 1 week? I mean, that can make a huge difference in somebody's life.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. I think I appreciate your honesty there, Jenny. And Jenny's right. She's worked hard, and that doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
But she also hasn't done anything that's like really crazy or anything. She shows up every day for her first, and she shares it, and she invites people to join her on the journey. I mean, that's all. I don't want to say all and underplay it, but that's what she does. But she just has made a decision that she's going to consistently change the lives of the people around her and the people that she meets.
I want people to feel this amazing. I mean, that's why I became a coach. I wanted people to feel amazing. We all deserve that. And that's why I'm a coach.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you. That's so awesome. Yeah.
I'm so glad I said yes after 2 years.
Yeah. After 2 years, rolling your eyes at me, right?
Yep.
All right, Courtney. I love that Courtney's going to talk next. You guys, Courtney's a mind-blowing, like really successful woman in corporate America with her headband on her head tonight. And she has built a really successful business while working a full-time corporate job. And so I think a lot of you guys here are kind of thinking like, what? Okay, like Jenny, you stay at home, and Erin, I work Beachbody full-time now. I didn't, I got to that point, but I'm way too busy. And I mean, in May, like you guys, I don't know if anyone else here has children, but they're all there's all kinds of stuff, the end of school and recitals and this and that. Like there's so much going on right now. So you're kind of and you're asking me to do one more thing. Like how the heck do you do that? So Courtney also has children. She works a full-time corporate job, and she's rocking her business, and her team Heartstrong is really amazing. And they're representing Strong here tonight. So Courtney, kind of shine some light on what that's looked like for you, because I think that's going to help everybody too.
Well, thank you. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Thank you. And yes, I do have my headband on, which is probably how most of you generally will see me, either working out with a headband in the morning or at night with a headband once again. And in between that, in the middle, I don't have a headband on. I have on dress clothes and jewelry and a little bit of makeup, and my hair's down. It's interesting because my kids generally see me this way. My Peyton's next to me, but every once in a while they see me going to a meeting and they're like, "Mommy's going to a meeting." So it's interesting. Anyhow, this is how you'll normally see me. This is how I prefer to be. Unfortunately, corporate America hasn't really taken that on. I'm not sure if they ever will, but hey, what are you gonna do? I actually just implemented a dress code policy at our corporate office that you dress for your day. So that's huge. Like you don't have to wear a suit. You can wear jeans if you want. So I'm all for transition. Nonetheless, again, I'm Courtney. I started coaching just over 2 years ago. And honestly, I've always been, just to paint a quick picture of who I am, I've always been into fitness. Fitness has always been my thing. Well, I shouldn't say always, since college. I had a moment in which it started to become my thing. I'm not going to share too much about that. It does go into my story, but nonetheless, I had been into fitness since then. Even as I worked in my corporate job, working out was extremely important to me. I taught spin classes and body pump, if you've ever heard of body pump. And then I also was a big runner up until I broke my foot because of overuse. So I still like to run, but I definitely don't run as much as I used to. And honestly, it's Beachbody programs that have helped me find a form of fitness that works for me and that helps me see results and not put as much stress and pressure on my foot, to be quite frank. But backing up, I was asked to be in a challenge group, probably like many of you, and I said no multiple times because I said, I'm good. I got my fitness. I do my thing. Leave me alone. Hopefully I was kinder than that, but said no. Finally was convinced that I would try a challenge group, but I said, I am not trying Shakeology. So sorry about that part, but I will definitely join the challenge group. And then of course I had this Shakeology sitting in front of me, and fast forward 2.5 years and I haven't missed a day. I want to share that because first I was a skeptic as well. I didn't like it the first time I tried it. I had every excuse in the book as to why I wasn't going to drink Shakeology. But I will tell you, it has changed my life more than just a shake, because for me, although I've been an avid fitness person, my nutrition has been terrible. And I've had problems with my eating. I'm not going to go into details because I have a little one, but these little ones, I have 2 little girls, are the reason that I tried to get in the right mindset and figure out a way to be healthier and to be stronger and to eat great foods and to showcase that to my children. And it's Shakeology that made that transition for me, to be quite frank, and I have it every day. So that started, and then I very, very quickly realized that the concept of being surrounded with amazing people was just for me. Now, like Erin said, I'll get into the primary topic. I do have a full-time job. I'm an HR executive at a medical technology company. I've been there for 13 years and been very blessed in my career. I love my career. I've been in several different states. I travel. I'm in HR, so there's a lot of focus on development and coaching, which is really cool because there is a correlation. And of course, I have 2 little kids and like to be involved and sign up for things like being the room parent and the coach for this and that. Obviously, you have to make choices, but at the end of the day, I said yes to coaching because I knew it was going to first make me a better person and a better mom, and then I was going to be able to live my passion through this, call it hobby, call it business. I have a shirt on. It's the Mom Wife CEO shirt. You know, I am a CEO. Now, you can't see it. It's too high. Nonetheless, it's able to work for you if you decide that you want it to. So yes, does it take effort to be an active coach and build a business? Yes, it takes effort. But I will tell you, if you are smart about it and make the choice that this is what you want, it will not feel like work. So I have a lot of people ask me, I really do, at work, and then obviously through my coaching journey, how do you do it all? How do you do it all? First of all, I'm by no means perfect. Ask my best friends now that I've met through coaching. They know that, and that wouldn't be right if I was perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I will tell you, there are ways to pick certain times in the day, and there are ways to really, really segment your time and your effort to make it happen if you choose to do it. And trust me, guys, I get 8 hours of sleep. I really, really do. Now, I go to bed early, but I get my sleep. So it's not sleep deprivation that allows me to do what I do. It's because I manage my time and because I've made the choice that this is what I want to do. To take it one step further, another piece is, how do you have the time? Aren't you tired? This and that. Doesn't it impact the work you're doing elsewhere as a mom or at work? And to be quite frank, it is coaching that has made me a better mom, a better employee, a better manager, a better HR leader, a better employee and colleague, because I'm happier. I lived many, many years in my HR career, and even as a mom for a short period of time, dreading the day. Not because I didn't like my job. I actually really, really did. But I was thinking about all the things that I didn't like about myself and the things that I wish I could do when I retired. I was thinking so much about the things that I wish I could do that it consumed my day. And as soon as I started coaching and finding a group of people, like the people who are on this call and so many others that really cared about me, and waking up so excited to inspire others, even if it's one person that might be actually building a separate income to buy my dream beach house. And like I told Erin, it used to be when I was going to retire. I don't know what I was going to retire. Is when I'm 70, whatever years old. Guys, it is going to be before I'm 40 years old because of Beachbody. Now, I'm not here to tell you that I don't have a great income and living at Stryker, but I am using the hard work and the money that I'm earning from Beachbody to live out a dream that I thought was going to happen in 30 years. Not to mention that I can take my kids on vacation. It doesn't worry me because I'm cheap. I'm a cheap person when it comes. I'm frugal. I never would have thought that. I wake up excited for my workday and my day because of Beachbody. And it really comes down to being able to finally accept who I am and know that I'm surrounded by people who accept who I am as well. In corporate America, for those of you who, really any job, let's be real, and in society, we are surrounded by people, unfortunately, that are highly negative and it's highly competitive. It just is. being in the career that I'm in, particularly in HR, I know that firsthand. I feel it. I hear about it. I see it. I deal with it on a day-to-day basis. I deal with people's problems and concerns around it. It is within this team, within Beachbody, and the culture in which we have built on this team, and really the company has, that's gone. I have never been on a team in this way that doesn't have that feeling of competing with each other ever in my life. And I love my team at work. I really, really do, but it's different because I'm not competing with Erin and the success that she may have in her health journey or her business. I am cheering her on, and she's doing the same. Same with all of the other amazing coaches on this call. We have fun. We're a team that builds a group of people that really have fun and care about each other, and all at the same time we're building our own confidence and reaching our own health goals. And oh, by the way, you may earn some money or a trip or a shirt or whatever it may be, and that's just extra. That's just piling it on. So for me, just one more tidbit around the time management piece. The word busy really bothers me. I actually was in a meeting today. I was in a HR leadership meeting with my company, and we talked about workload and capacity and being busy. And I went on a little bit of a dissertation around my lack of love for the word busy. Yes, you can have a lot to do. Please don't get me wrong. We all have a ton to do. I've got a ton to do. But you make yourself busy. It's mental. You make yourself busy. You have the ability to choose what your busy is. And the minute that I decided that my busy was going to become focusing, gosh, it started 5 minutes a day on Beachbody coaching, is the minute that all of a sudden I was faster and more efficient at everything else. I was getting things done a lot faster. And then I was able maybe to give 10 or 15 minutes. And now I do it in power pockets. I do it in the morning for 30 minutes and at night for 30 minutes. It's not taking so much time, and I'm so much more effective elsewhere because I've chosen to do so. So I challenge you, what if you said yes, first of all, to the discount? Erin talked about the discount. You don't have to say, hey, Courtney, I'm ready to run a multi-million-dollar business. You can sure set that as a goal, and it's totally possible. But you can say, hey, I want a discount on my Shakeology because I want to focus on my health journey. What if you said yes? There is nothing that you can lose. I would not be talking like this if I did not believe in the power of this company. Trust me when I say I've seen poor companies and poor culture and poor compensation plans. What if you said yes to that? And then one more what if you went a little bit further when you felt ready and started to build a business in which you could pay off your mortgage, pay off loans, take your kids or family on a vacation, not have to worry about paying for the grocery bill. What if? And then take it one step further. What if you are working full-time and happen to be in a situation where maybe you don't like your job or it's not working? What if this could become your career? All of those things are possible, and all of those examples have occurred on our team many, many, many times. So I challenge you, if you're here today and tonight, and I know Erin's going to wrap us up a bit, but if you're here tonight, something told you that you needed to be here. And I would listen to your heart. You guys probably, if you follow any of my posts, it's all about the heart. Your heart is telling you right now that you're here for a reason. And I will tell you, and there's a handful of people on this call, I am a better person because of all of the people on this call and this team. I do this because I know that I can call my new best friends that I thought I'd never have as an adult and cry or laugh or show up at their doorstep, and they would take me in a second and really care for who I am. So what if you said yes? I will tell you that it's the best decision I've ever made. My kids know it, my husband knows it, my colleagues know it, and I assure you that it will be a wonderful decision for you guys.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, how can I say anything after that? Wow, Courtney, thank you so much for sharing that. And I think tonight, hopefully you come away with a little bit. I mean, you guys, we could talk for 2 hours about our team and the trainings that we have and, our culture and our community and just all the fun and opportunities that not only our team has, but Team Beachbody has for their coaches. The options are endless of what is possible. And tonight we just hope that we planted a seed of hope, of possibility, shine some light on that what if, because I know there was that little voice in my head asking what if. And the bottom line is, if you're here tonight, someone invited you, if you're listening to the playback because someone shared this with you, it's for a reason. We don't just invite anyone and everyone to join our tribe. And that because this truly is a tribe and it is a family. And I say that with like such seriousness in my voice because I believe it. It is so true. Someone invited you for a reason. They want to take you under their wing and they want to show you what is possible. And they want you to stand beside them on the journey for a reason. And that is so, I can say that with, such like, I hope you know that, like there's such like heart there speaking to you, genuine heart. Because this team is really special to me and it's really special to everyone else. We've found our friends for life. We found our tribe here. And I say that and I'm so sincere and genuine about it. And so tonight we just ask you to consider what if. We want you to think about all of the questions that you may have. And we want you to reach out to the coach who invited you and say, hey, I was on tonight. Here's what I took away. Here's what I learned. And here's what I want to know more about. And we want you to start that dialogue with that coach tonight or sleep on it or in the morning. And all the coaches on this call, I want you to reach out to everyone you invited if you don't hear from them. Okay? Because again, you were invited for a reason. You're listening to this for a reason. Okay? We want to take it seriously. We want to have a conversation about it. So, our team is really excited. We've got some amazing trainings and events and things coming up, and we want you to be a part of that. We want you to be a part of, our coaches only Insane Focus Week with Shaun T and our coaches only challenge groups that we're running in June, so you can work with all of these people on your journey. We want you to be a part of our, our energy when we go to Summit. We want you to be a part of our, Shift Shop test groups that we're going to be running. We want you to be a part of that. Right now is a pivotal time to get involved with not only this team, but this organization. With launching to the UK, with launches of new programs. Our team is taking advantage of all of that, and we're going to have limitless opportunities for you to excel and to accomplish great things and to change many lives. Okay, you guys, so thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm going to stop the recording and then we'll look at any questions that anyone may have. But thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Courtney. Thank you, everyone who made this tonight. We totally appreciate your time and for staying on. You guys are amazing. Okay, thank you so much.